Hey everyone, we're back with our episode 11 of Campus Placement Interview Series. Today we have Shajar Kaur here with us. She received an offer from Jaro Education in 2021. Let's know more about how she converted this company. Hi Shajar, how are you?
Hi Shubham, thanks for such a sweet introduction. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Shajar. Today we have you here because Jaro Education has come to our campus and the students want to know what they have to prepare for and what strategy they should make so that they get into the final rounds of Jaro Education. I'll just brief you how we're going to go today. So I'm going to ask about you. I want to get to know you and your profile, and then we'll move on to the recruitment process that you had to go through, and we'll discuss each round that you had to go through separately.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing that I'd like to know is what was your GPA at the time when you applied for Jaro?
So during that time, our fourth semester GPA was considered, fourth semester aggregate GPA, and I had an aggregate of 6.29 during during those 4 semesters. So that GPA was considered for my Jaro education candidature.
Perfect. Did you intern anywhere?
Yes, so I have interned with two organizations, namely IBI Group and Namecart. I was a project intern at IBI Group and a business development analyst at Namecart. So yeah, I had interned with two organizations.
All right. Did you pursue any course or any certification at the time when you were in college?
Yes. So during the second year, as we all were in lockdown, so many online courses were quite famous among all of us. So I done a few courses from Udemy, namely courses in data science. There was a course named Data Science Bootcamp on Udemy, and then I'd also done two courses of Google Analytics. So like those courses are available online. Google. Search we can avail them through Google searches, and they're free courses. So yeah, I done these three courses during the lockdown period.
Perfect. What about your PORs? Were you a part of any society?
Yeah, so I am very much interested in extracurricular activities, and I was definitely part of many societies during my college years. So in the first year, I joined Enactus, TEDx Shahid Bhagat Singh, and Economic Society of our college. I was also a part of the debating society of a college for a brief time period. So yeah, those were the societies I'd like enrolled myself in.
Perfect. All right. So moving on to the recruitment process of Jaro Education, what were the various rounds that you had to go through?
Okay, so first we were asked to fill up a form, and then our resume was shortlisting. So, namely, first round was resume shortlisting, and then we were supposed to appear for a group discussion round. So, what happens in a group discussion is that they give you a topic, and then we are basically 10, 13, or a group of people who are also running for the same role and competing for the same role. So there's a group discussion round that goes on between us, and we have to speak on that topic, give our opinions about that topic, our stand on the topic, and namely debate, discuss on that topic. So that was the first round after resume shortlisting, and then depending on the profile, there is a second round in which they also assigned us a task. So the profile for which I had applied was of business development executive. So it was more like a sales profile. So the second round was an HR round in which the HR allotted me a task.
All right.
Uh, basically oriented around how you can sell a particular product. So basically I was given a task to how can I sell a fish to a vegan person, or a person who doesn't really eat any seafood or any non-vegetarian item. So I was given such tasks, and then they give you, they basically test your communication skills and ability to pitch to clients. So those were the kind of tasks we were given. So that
Do
was
you
the second
remember
round.
the topic that was given to you in the group discussion round?
Yes, it was something on the lines that do you think that Bollywood industry, the kind of movies they come up with, do they leave a negative impact on the audience, or do they basically arouse negative experiences for the audience out there?
Absolutely.
So, like, for example, I had basically talked about how the movie Sanju probably it had portrayed all the negative things that Sanjay Dutt had done in all the positive ways. So they want to see how you uh, think about different topics, what's your stand on it, and basically your communication skills. Hmm.
All right. So after you cleared your GD round, what was the next round?
So after we cleared our GD round, so basically our GD round and the next round, which was also an interview round, it was conducted on the same day, and within a time span of, I guess, 1 hour, we were informed that okay, you are supposed to sit for another round of an interview. So another round of interview was also a task-based interviews, depending upon the profile we had applied for. So like Jaro Education had come for the profile of business development executive in our college, and it was more of a sales profile. So the task they had given us in the next round of interview after GD was basically a sales oriented task, in which they had given us different cases as to how you will sell a particular product. So for example, I was given a case in which I had to sell fish to a vegan, to a person who's vegan.
All
So
right.
then they test, okay, how you're going to pitch your client, and how you're going to convince them to do something which probably they won't do. Basically they test your communication skills, and after that, I guess within a day or two they'd informed us that if we've been shortlisted for the final round of interview. And the final round of interview was with the team leader, and after that we also had an interview with manager. So the final round of interview with the team leader was more of a general round, in which they'd ask us our college experiences, why are we not pursuing education if given a chance, why are we going for job, why do we want to get into sales, all such generic questions which usually everyone is asked in interviews. So that was it for the final round as well.
All right. I believe this is quite different from other companies that visit our campus and from their recruitment process. So can you tell me that how did you prep for this sales profile?
I personally feel that communication and confidence is the key to ace any sales interview, because at the end of the day, you'll be dealing with clients over call. So you really need to be very clear with the way you're communicating your product and selling it to your client. So improving on communication skills should be a candidate's priority while sitting for sales profile. And secondly, to find ways to convince a client who would probably never go for that product to go for that product. If a candidate finds a way to do that, I think he or she, they're made for sales then. So yeah.
Absolutely. All right. This is what I find very intriguing, Shezar. And it would be great if you can share your answer for how you answered for the vegan thing, how you convinced a person to eat fish.
Well, I definitely agree with you. It was indeed a tricky case to solve. So, well, as all these interview processes were going through COVID, I left no stones unturned to, use COVID as an opportunity to sell the product. So I pitched it to my, basically to the to HR, that if you are a vegan person and in times like COVID, you're not consuming something as healthy as fish, you're probably risking your life. And is it too much to ask for in times like these, where you should not put your and your family's life at risk? So
All right.
that was how I had pitched my product to them, and basically to define what elements of a fish are, that it's high in protein, etc., will help them to fight the disease, and why they should start consuming our fish. So
All right, this
yeah.
was a very nice answer. I believe even I couldn't have thought of this. So, what actually is required is some out of the box thinking. And as you mentioned, some good communication skills, because even if you can think of the answer, it's extremely important to actually communicate with the other person and get him to know that answer, right?
And Shubham, I would also like to add that there should also be a never giving up attitude when you are in a sales profile, because obviously the client would try to find loopholes in your product. No, I don't want to buy your product. It's like it's expensive. It's this. It's that. So just this zeal to not stop pitching to the client till you feel that okay, now this is the threshold where I should stop, that the client won't buy now. That energy and that never giving up attitude is also required, and I feel that the interviewers for the sales profile also look for such attitude in the candidates, energy levels as well.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. What were the kinds of questions that were asked to you in your final interview?
So in the final interview, we were asked very general questions. For example, what were your college experiences? What have you done in college? Probably the same questions you asked me, Shubham. Where were you interning? Which societies were you a part of? And also questions like, why are you not going for an MBA? Why do you want to start with sales? And why do you want to get into sales? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, in the next 2 years, in this company? So such questions were asked. To get into Jaro, I would just like to mention that a person needs to be energetic and confident. You should be very high on energy because you will have to speak to your clients and customers probably the whole day, so you really need to be energetic and confident. And obviously communicating with clarity is important, not just being good with communication, but to be clear with your with your pitch is also important. So I would just like to say that just be yourself, be confident, and I would like to wish you all the best, and I hope you guys ace your Jaro interview.